How we doing, guys?
Good, Coach.
Your thoughts on Taco being claimed by Miami and possibly facing him this week?
Happy for him. We believed he was going to have an opportunity, and it was good to see he got a chance to go there, and wish him nothing but the best.
That it's Miami, does it make you chuckle a little bit, the fact that you're playing them on Sunday? Who knows if he can play or not? But
Not really.
Has this been one of, I know you're focused here, but has this been one of the wildest starts to the season, like league-wide, that you've seen in a while? It kind of is to us, but I don't know. Have you seen all the stuff going on?
Yeah, I'm pretty focused on what we're doing, to be honest with you. So we're locked in on Miami and what we need to do today to play our best on Sundays.
Miami made a quarterback switch late in the week. Do you focus on scheme, the players, or how do you adjust that when they make that kind of a switch?
I think it's always a combination. Obviously, you want to watch the player within the scheme as much as you can, and there are some snaps of him playing, both in the preseason and early on in the regular season. And then, you go back and watch a little bit of him, playing in Arizona just to get a comfort level with how he plays. We obviously studied him coming out of school, so we know him, but it's good to see him playing in an NFL situation, particularly in this system, in terms of getting yourself ready.
What do you think of Josh came out?
I thought a lot of him. Obviously, a highly regarded guy coming out, a high pick, very talented guy. He's big. He can really throw the ball. Had a lot of success at UCLA.
Avon Austin remain in the concussion protocol?
Yes.
Any of the guys that haven't practiced this week, you have a chance to practice today?
I don't anticipate them practicing today.
You always talk about position flex. Can Tristan play two spots inside this week if need be?
Really one of the things we like about our defensive linemen is they're all pretty versatile. And so we have ends who can play both sides, ends who can play inside, and tackles who can play both spots.
you have Miami this week, but later on you have Detroit and New England. Similar schemes to what you'll see this week. Are you ever mindful of that when you play a team one week, knowing down the road you might be facing something similar in terms of what you show, what you don't show, anything like that?
Oh, I think you're probably mindful of it going backwards. You look at where the coach has been and what they might play. Certainly the biggest focus is on what he's doing now with his scheme. But, you go back and you watch some New England and what they've done in the past, all leading up to this game. Not so focused on anything that's going to happen in the future, but what we need to do to prepare for this game.
You anticipate making a move to bring up a wide receiver, or are you going to go with 4 wide receivers?
We'll see how today goes with everything and make that determination here in the next couple of days.
Where's Wendell in terms of learning the playbook? He joined here right when you guys were getting going this season, which is tough for a young receiver.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's a smart player. We saw that on tape, and then you get him in here, and you see that he's picked things up well. Most of the work he's getting in practice is with the scout team stuff, but he's really worked hard to understand what we want our receivers to do and understand our system. He's made a lot of progress.
It's a more big picture question, not about Sunday, but with him, you bring so much size to your room. You guys don't have a ton of size there otherwise. Was that a big point of attraction for you guys in bringing him in?
I don't know that I agree with your premise that we don't have size there. Amari's a pretty big guy. Michael Gallup's a pretty big guy. So I think those guys, Devin Smith is a pretty big guy. They're not these huge 6'4" guys, but there's certainly some stature there. But there's no question that's an asset that he has. You saw him make a lot of plays in Cincinnati and balls over his head, contested catches. So we certainly like that about him.
When the officiating crew came to Oxford and explained to the team that offensive holding was a point of emphasis, you guys understood that there could be an uptick there, but what have you seen in that regard around the league and with this team?
It seems to me that offensive holding is always a point of emphasis. They're always talking about how they're going to call it, and that seems to be the judgment call that comes up the most. It seems to vary from crew to crew. A lot of crews are really aggressive in calling that penalty. Some guys let you play a little bit more. There's no question they came out and they talked about it being a point of emphasis, and it seems like league-wide that number is up. So, it's not an easy call to make. The biggest thing we have to do is try to play within the rules and be aggressive and physical, but don't put ourselves in a position where they're going to call it on us.
You've dressed 8 defensive linemen in the first 2 games. You have 8 healthy guys this week, but considering Quinn where he was the last month or so, do you need to make a move there, or do you feel good with the 8 guys you have? Do you need to add a guy from the practice?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get through practice today and make all those determinations on who's going to be up and what their roles are. So Robert's done a good job the last couple of days. We're excited about giving him an opportunity to play this week.
Thank you.
All right, good to see you guys.
See you, Coach.